2 victories in the last 13 games for Arbroath, and one of them was against Falkirk. A 2-0 win here in October, 2 late goals giving John Brownlie's men victory. And today they're looking for a confidence booster ahead of their cup tie with Rangers next week. Well, goalkeeper Craig Hinchcliffe is sure to be a very busy player over the course of the next 2 games. Falkirk, meanwhile, have come out of cold storage. Their last match was on December the 28th. They'll be glad of the game before they face Hearts next week. They return to action with a new face, Davy Nichols, included in the team. And the referee for today's game is Tom Brown. Rangers and Hearts will have to wait for another day. More immediately, the search for valuable league points is a priority for both sides. For contrasting reasons, and there's no doubt Falkirk will know what to expect, having lost here on their last visit. Miller looks now for John Henry. Now, Owen Coyle, he's crowded out by defenders, Owen Coyle, but he might pick the ball up once more. Leaves it, in fact, for McPherson. And now John Henry, chance to get the ball into the middle. Chance for Lee Miller, an outstanding save. And eventually, the ball in the net, and Falkirk ahead. Well, John Henry's cross came over. Lee Miller's header was superbly saved by Craig Hinchcliffe. There was Colin Samuel at the far post. John Henry picks up, and he's controlled the ball nicely now for Falkirk. Lee Miller ahead of him, inside the full-back. Miller won't reach there before the goalkeeper, and once again, goalkeeping by Craig Hinchcliffe. Owen Coyle trying to make a nuisance of himself in there. Some tough tackling going on in the midfield. Given away now, and Samuel now on the run. Samuel, he's away from Innes Ritchie. Could this be number 2 for Falkirk? Well, Colin Samuel is on his way to Everton after next week's Scottish Cup tie, and that's 2 goals he scored here. Certainly a mightily impressive performance so far, and it was his pace that got him away from Innes Ritchie. A good finish at the end. It's now 2-0 for Falkirk. Samuel has forced an error from the goalkeeper, and now is there a chance here for Falkirk? John Henry! Good effort from the number 2. The goalkeeper could only stand and watch after his initial mistake. The ball flashing wide of his right-hand post. Coyle's ball looks for Samuel. Is there a chance for a hat-trick? Well, unselfishly playing it in. Chance again! It's number 3 for Colin Samuel and number 3 for Falkirk. At this stage, they're making it look all so easy. Well, the chance looked to have gone. He played it into the middle. There was nobody there. The ball came back to Colin Samuel, and he had the simplest of tasks from a couple of yards to put the ball past Hinchcliffe for number 3 for him and number 3 for Falkirk. On the far side, Steve Florence. Florence has done well. Still Steve Florence. However, pass was straight to Owen Coyle, and Falkirk can break once more. Samuel, his pace might well get him there. It has. Samuel goes down. Ewan Graham this time committing the foul. So 3 goals for Falkirk already. Could this possibly be number 4? 2 defenders get the ball away. Into the middle once more. Stabbed shot. How did that one stay out as Owen Coyle hovered? Craig Hinchcliffe with the save. Coyle was there but unable to take advantage. Good run by Andy Cargill down this right side. He's found eventually. Cargill cutting in. Chip to the far side, and a chance now for Arbroath, all right. And a chance once more for Oz. His shot was charged down by John Hughes, and certainly the best chance of the half for the home side. Here, plenty of players running. Coyle, well, I think trying to find Samuel, but the ball nowhere near the Trinidad and Tobago man. As Greg Hensley picks up for the home side. Tom Brown decides enough is enough for the first half. It's certainly been a first half dominated by Falkirk. Colin Samuel with 2 early goals. He added a 3rd before half-time. That is the half-time score here. It's Arbroath 0, Falkirk 3. Well, looks as if it's going to be a long, long way back for Arbroath after a first half dominated by Falkirk. John Hughes forward, Samuel showing pace once more, Colin Samuel into the middle. This could be a fourth goal for Falkirk, but Lee Miller misses out. Falkirk within inches of adding to the lead seconds into the second half. Samuel gets once more onto the end of the through ball. Into the middle, Owen Coyle misses out. He might get a second stab, a third stab at it. Owen Coyle, 4 goals for Falkirk. It's the first for Owen Coyle of the afternoon, and really the defending from Arbroath had to be better than that, as Owen Coyle had 3 chances to put the ball in the net. Miller plays the ball on, and now Samuel once more. Samuel, good effort by the number 11, and a good save by Hinchcliffe. Only one thought in his mind for Colin Samuel, and that was to shoot and go for goal number 4 for himself. It was a good effort and a very good save, and he's near post by Hinchcliffe. There's McCulkin. Kerr sweeps it to the far side for Owen Coyle. Coyle now has space, and he also has help on the far side to McPherson. Driven into the penalty area, driven wide of the players and wide of the goal. Another good effort for Oz. And now John McGlashan. McGlashan on the run. There's a chance now for Arbroath. As well saved by the goalkeeper. A second opportunity almost for Gavin Swankie. And between them, John Hughes and Alan Ferguson kept their goal intact for Falkirk. It looked all the world as if John McGlashan might pull one back for the home side. Eventually, danger cleared for a corner. Hensley forward, looking for the run of Swankie. Gavin Swankie into the middle. John McGlashan's there, and that's a goal for Arbroath. Well, they pulled one back. Alan Ferguson, I think, deceived by the wind, the ball holding up as it came over from Gavin Swankie, straight to the head of John McGlashan. A simple nod, and that now is Arbroath 1, Falkirk 4. Mark Kerr picks up the loose ball in midfield. Kerr driving forward, good effort from Kerr. Plucked out the air by Craig Hinchcliffe. Swankie gets the byline, tries to get the ball in, and will win the corner for Arbroath. So a swirling wind could make life difficult for the Falkirk defence with this one. Into the middle, picked up now by Innes Ritchie. He'll have a go from there. Decent effort from the number 5, but really always rising from his boots and always likely to end up over the bar. Craig Feroz can't get turned. They seem to be having his shirt tugged. Nice move by Greg Hensley, ball off the post, and still danger. Chance for Arbroath. It's maybe taking it too far, Steve Florence. Into the middle and out for the corner, but the ball coming back off the post, and nearly a second goal for Arbroath. More danger for the Falkirk defence. The free kick comes over. Hughes away, only as far as Ritchie, and a good save down to his right hand side by Alan Ferguson. Well, that one could have been awkward as Ritchie played the ball in when the ball came down, but Ferguson with a good save. And a final whistle from Tom Brown. I would suggest Hearts have more to worry about next week than Rangers, because this was a very impressive display by Falkirk, especially in the first half. It was 3-0 at half time. Ball coming from Colin Samuel. Owen Coyle added another, and John McGlashan pulled one back to make the final score. Arbroath 1, Falkirk 4. Colin, how much did you enjoy today? I'm sure you did in the first half.
I enjoyed it a lot today. Been scoring my first hat-trick with the club, and I'm delighted to score more. So that can really boost the fellas and them confidence for the game ahead on Saturday against Hearts.